Alright, welcome back to the channel everybody. ASAP Grim here. This is the continuation of my own preparation for my character as we come up to Friday the 21st for the Elden Ring DLC Shadow of the Erdtree. In my intro video, I covered how to create a save file and gave some examples of why you might want to do that and how you can utilize it to save a few different character types and things like that. You might think that in this video we were going to do the Frenzied Flame Seal then, because that would be intuitive, but I don't always do things in an intuitive way. This is a list. I'm not really sure in what order I'm going to do things until I get ready to start doing the video, but I have decided that I am going to do the Mausoleums. Well, I will mark my grace sites also. So let's go ahead and disable the image here so we can see in game. The first place we're going to visit is down here in Liurnia. Now, there are 7 mausoleums. I am not on New Game Plus. This is the first character I ever beat the game with. So, I don't know why I have a waypoint there. We're going to travel right here to Isolated Merchant. Our first mausoleum is out here, and there are 7 of them. So you can get 7 remembrances duplicated in your first playthrough. And I have a list of the ones I want to get. 5 of them are definite, maybe even 6. But here's our first one. And we will have to knock the crystals off its feet. Okay, time to get out of here. So he'll drop down. Entry should be back here. Now that one you noticed had a bell on it. Not all of these mausoleums give you access to everything. This is where we would examine remains. And these are our choices. So I'm just going to go right here because I know that I want this one. Okay. So just to keep from getting kind of confused or anything, I'm going to go turn this in immediately. Receive power. And you can see I've already got the Sacred Relic Sword. Now I want Marika's Hammer. Okay, 6 more to go. So the next, I think 3 are in Liurnia. The first one is going to be, I think, right here. The way to get there is to actually go to this site. Well, there's probably a few ways to get there, but this is how I'm going to do it. And I want to find a spirit elevator somewhere around here. Oh, it looks like I've already dropped it. That's convenient. This is a pain in the neck. I want to go ahead and show you how to drop it. So you can see the spirit elevator in the distance. We're going to use that to get on top of this cliff. You'll ride around to this side of the cliff. And you'll notice that we have those tombstones sticking out. You probably start over there actually, and you need to drop down. If you do it over there, which I believe is the correct area, that top one is 1. The next one down is 2, and the one below that is 3. The one below that is 4. I believe it's number 3 that you want to drop to. Then you're going to take all your clothes off. You're going to wait for this guy to amble his way over, and then you're going to sprint out and jump onto that thing where you will find crystals on the side of the walls and stuff like that. It's a tricky jump. It may take you several times. These are the crystals that you'll hit. They can be all over the place. Knock enough of them down, you'll lower this thing, and then you can come in here and you can activate the Remembrance. So the next one I'm going to get is Remembrance of the Rock Goddess. Actually, let me do this in order that I have it. I have some notes up off screen that I can see. So I'm going to get Malekith. Yeah, Remembrance of the Black Blade. This sword right here, this is, or yeah, it's a sword. It's a colossal sword, I believe. No, maybe it's a great sword. No, it is. It's a colossal sword. And it scales with strength and faith, and it hits like an absolute truck. And then this right here, and it has its weapon art adds, oh, I don't remember what it's called, guys. I guess it would be in here. Destined Death. Plunging your greatsword into the ground to summon a myriad of blades, in addition to dealing immediate damage. This attack reduces the enemy's maximum hit points and continues to wear down hit points for a short time. So that's what the sword does, the special ability. But you can double up with this. This is an incantation. Caster creates an illusory black blade, then leaps forward to deliver a spinning slash that emits a wave of light. This can be followed up with one additional attack. This blade was once imbued with dust and death. In addition to dealing damage, it reduces foes' maximum hit points and continues to sap their current hit points for a very short time. Now, as far as I understand it, these last for the entire fight. They don't wear off, and they stack. So it's a really great 1-2 punch if you use both for a strength faith build. Okay. Next, we're going to go to the Mausoleum compound in Liurnia. Church of Inhibition, Bellum Church. There it is, Mausoleum compound. There are 2 mausoleums here. Here's our first one. Oh, it's gonna jump. He got me. Alright, so notice this one did not have a bell under it, so it has a lot fewer things to choose from. So on this one, I could do the Dragon Lord. Yeah, I probably should. Okay. And that's going to allow me to get the sword, which I really should have taken the first time around. It's, from what I've heard, it's the clear-cut better choice. But instead, I grabbed the incantation. So now I'm going to get Dragon King's Crag Blade. Temporarily transform into a red thundercloud and fly through the air, then plunge down with a lightning-infused blade. Hold to increase the reach of the thundercloud form. Okay. There we go. So now we're going to go back. I think maybe up this way. Yeah. And also does not have a bell. And this time, I'm going to take Horalu. And that's going to give me access to his Ash of War. There it is, Horalu's Earthshaker. Okay, so that's it for Liurnia. Next on the list, give me a moment. The next one on the list is going to be at the mountaintops of the Giants. There's a compound right here. A castle, actually. Okay. Sitting right there. I've already lowered it, obviously. And right here, I'm going to grab Melania. And that's going to let me get this incantation that will hit people with rot. Okay, the next one, also in the mountaintops of the Giants. It's in the snow-blind fields, I think it's called. And I think we start right here. And it's going to be like around here. Yeah, this is the spot. Oh, I think that's it. Now this sucker you gotta be careful of, because this guy actually fires off artillery. But once you get in close, he can't hurt you. And I don't remember if he's got a bell or not. Okay, so I've gotten Elden Remembrance. I think this was Dragon Lord Placidusax. I've gotten Horalu. I've gotten Malekith. I've gotten Melania. So, looking at my notes, check. Mog. Is Mog available? Yes. I'm going to grab him. This is going to give me access to his blood boon. And there we go. Okay, stand by, and I'll find out where the next one's at. Okay, we gotta go to the Deep Root Depths. This is the last one. That's going to be over here. We want to go to where the waterfall's at, which I think is right here. Okay, so we're going to, if I remember correctly, head this way. I was about to head that way, but I think it's this way. And there it is, kind of in the distance. And I think I'm gonna get Queen Renala's full moon spell. Godfrey's axe might not be bad. Yeah, but there's another axe that's pretty close. And you can, it's like a normal axe, actually. It's got the same kind of weapon art, or the same special ability, I should say. And so you can, because it's a normal weapon, you can kind of infuse it with whatever you want. So I'm going to say I should just stick with getting the full moon. There we go. Hopefully I made the right choice there. Okay, so for me that is 7 of 7. So now we'll bring up my map. And what I'm going to do here is mark all of these grace sites with, I'm going to say like this dude, because this looks kind of like a guide, you know, somebody traveling a path or something. So I'm going to mark it with that marker there. I'm going to put you on pause, and I'm going to do every single one of these in the game. And I'll bring you back whenever I'm done. Stand by. Okay, well, never mind. It told me I had placed the maximum number of markers, and it's not like I mark absolutely everything. So I have absolutely no faith that I'll be able to mark every single one of these things throughout all of the lands between, and have enough markers to do it all with. So I just kind of removed them all. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode, guys. We covered the 7 Mausoleum locations, and I spoke a little bit about which remembrances I was taking and why, and I explained to you the difference, or that there is a difference between the mausoleums that have a bell on them and the mausoleums that do not. The ones with the bell, I think they contain the demigods. And so I think that's what the difference is. But the ones with the bell have more options, so you want to be careful there. And be judicious with your 7 choices. You saw which ones I took and why. And that'll do it for this episode, guys. Again, I'm Aesop Grim. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw, and more importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode, where the story continues.